The United Kingdom has a population of approximately 60 million people. That's about 250 people per square kilometre, twice the population density of France. 90% of British people live in large cities, such as Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool and London. In Scotland, more people live in Glasgow than in the capital, Edinburgh. Although there are lots of high-rise flats in big towns and cities, most people in Britain live in houses. The most popular option is a house with a small garden at the back and front. Gardens are a very important part of British life. Many houses date back to the 19th century, when the population grew rapidly. These red brick houses are a typical feature in many towns across Britain. London is the largest city in the UK, with a population of over 7 million people. The city on the River Thames goes back over 2,000 years and now has many world-famous landmarks, including Big Ben and the London Eye. Buckingham Palace is the London residence of the Queen. It has 775 rooms and over 800 people work there. The garden includes a lake and a helicopter landing area. In the past, the aristocracy had houses in London but also owned large homes in the countryside with land for farming and hunting. Today, many are now museums or are the homes of rock stars or other millionaires. These impressive historic houses usually have equally large ornamental gardens. Britain is famous for its green countryside and gardens. Some people prefer to live in rural areas, where the way of life in villages is very different from that in towns or cities. Although millions of people live in Britain, there are still wild places where almost no one lives. These include parts of Scotland and Wales. There are 15 national parks in Britain, which aim to preserve the natural, wild landscape of Britain. These white cliffs are famous along the south coast, and a lighthouse is certainly an unusual place to live. Not everyone lives in a house or flat. Some people live in more unconventional homes. All over the world, there are people who live on houseboats, and in Britain, there are people who live on boats on canals and rivers. Pete lives on a narrowboat on the Thames. He lives 15 minutes walk from the centre of a busy town. But here on the river, there is no road to his house, and there is no street lighting at night.
Hi there, my name's Pete, and I live here on my narrowboat. So come in and have a look around, and make yourself at home. So, as you can see, it's just like a normal home. Well, it is a little bit smaller. You can see why they're called narrowboats. I mean, it's only 2 meters wide. In winter, it can get really cold on the boat, but the fire's great. It gets so warm, I have to open the windows. This is a modern narrowboat, but many of the boats are over 100 years old. Look, everything you'll find in an ordinary kitchen. Got a sink, a cooker, and the fridge. Oh, and a bit of toast. Oh, excuse me. I meant to do the washing up earlier. I was a bit busy. I'll do it later. So, I have a living room and a kitchen, and I've also got 2 other rooms. Come and have a look. Here's a little shower and the toilet, and here's the bedroom with a television in the corner. It's really comfortable in here, especially when the water rocks it gently. And if you're wondering how I have electricity for the television, I'll show you. Come and have a look. This is my wind turbine, and further down the boat is a solar panel. And when there's no wind and it's cloudy, there's a generator on board the boat, so I can get electricity, so I can watch the television. Winter is my favourite time of the year. Last year it snowed and it was beautiful. I love the summer too though. Means I can move the boat about a bit and go to different places. I still have to work every day, but it doesn't get dark till 10 in the evening, so I can eat out on top of the boat. And when it's really hot, I love to go for a swim. I better go and turn the engine on. I'll see you later. I hope you like the boat. Bye.